All right, what is up, you guys? Brian back here with a real quick Ring of Honor Wrestling episode recap, recapping what went down on tonight's episode of Ring of Honor Wrestling. Of course, this was the second of two episodes that were aired this week. They had a special episode this past Tuesday on their official YouTube channel, and then today was their weekly show. Before I get started, just want to say Happy New Year. Hopefully everybody's having a great day and having a great New Year. 2025 gone. We are now in 2026. A lot of changes made for anybody that has kept up with the WWE content being removed from Peacock. A lot of it is on Netflix. Past events like Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, WrestleMania, Survivor Series. They even put WrestlePalooza, from what I saw on Netflix earlier today when I was checking it out. They put WrestlePalooza on Netflix as well. So obviously, according to reports, that NXT's PLEs and Saturday night's main event are going to be staying on Peacock throughout 2026. But as far as their other content, it seems like some of it's going to get moved to Netflix, as it was today. And apparently, I don't know if what's going to happen with the rest of it. It might move to YouTube. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see when they start putting stuff up. But this week's episode of Ring of Honor Wrestling, we saw in the opening match a tag team match involving Blake Christian and Lee Johnson, The Swirl. What a name for a tag team, The Swirl. They took on Ring of Honor World Champion Bandito and Jay Lethal. This match was actually thrown out because Jay Lethal turned on Bandito near the end of the match and basically helped Christian and Johnson attack Bandito, and then afterwards Tom Billington, the Dynamite Kid, Tom Billington and Adam Priest, I believe, made the save. So that was pretty much it for that. We saw the bounty hunter Brian Keith in action as he was victorious over Serpentico. Billy Starks and Diamante, they were victorious over Madison Rayne and the Ring of Honor Women's Pure Champion Deonna Purrazzo. The Murderhawk Monster, Lance Archer, he was victorious in dominant fashion. Commander and Top Flight, they defeated three members of Shane Taylor Promotions, Lee Moriarty and the Infantry. There was a backstage promo from Deonna Purrazzo and Madison Rayne, where basically Madison Rayne called it a career. Basically said after 20 years in the business, 20-some years in the business, she was that she can finally call it, it being over. Hechicero of the Don Callis family, he was victorious in one-on-one competition over Aaron Solo. And in the main event, it was the Outrunners and Dalton Castle defeating Mansoor, Mason Madden, and Johnny TV, John Hennigan, Johnny Nitro, Johnny Impact, Johnny Dynamite, whatever you want to call him, in a Fight Without Honor 6-man tag match. So that was pretty much it for this week's episode of Ring of Honor Television. I'm sorry if I keep turning my head. Right now I'm watching this week's episode of TNA Impact, who Impact in 2 weeks from tonight comes to AMC. So that's a big time move on January 15th. TNA Impact airing on AMC. But right now, Mustafa Ali was just victorious over the the Hometown Man. So that's pretty much wraps this video up. I will have a full recap of this week's episode of Impact a little bit later, but that pretty much wraps it up. This has been my Ring of Honor Wrestling episode recap. As always, I am Brian, and I will see you next time. See ya.